Hey everybody, well today I'm going to show you some new equipment and we're going to take a look at how it performs doing some model railroad photography. So I collected a bunch of my Amazon gift cards over the last several months. I've used some of the money that I've gotten from the channel members as well as just the Christmas funds that came in this year. And I picked up some new lenses for my iPhone. Now I do most of the filming on this channel using my iPhone, and just because it's easier. And so I wanted to pick up some new lenses for my phone to help improve the quality of the video that I take with the phone and also to do some different types of photography with it. So I picked up a bunch of these newer lenses. I have an 18mm, I have a 105mm macro lens, and I have this gigantic probe lens which allows you to do some really close-up photography and do kind of some unique shots, because you can use this very long lens to get in some areas that you can't normally get to with a regular camera or your phone. And to make all this work, I picked up a new phone case, and all these lenses screw onto this newer phone case. And this case obviously holds your phone and allows you to have the lenses securely placed where your camera lens is on your phone. So anyway, let's get all these unboxed. We'll try them out and see if they can be useful for helping to improve photography of miniatures, whether it be model railroads or any other type of models you might be building. So first, this is the iPhone 15 Pro cage that will allow you to connect the lenses to it. And they make these for all kinds of phones. So depending on what phone you have, you can get one of these cages that will fit your phone. So this is a nice metal cage. Obviously, it's a very, very durable case for your phone if you are looking to have something super secure, but it's obviously pretty bulky, so you may not want to leave it on here all the time. But what's cool about this thing is that you can just slide your phone in and then lock it and it's in place. So it's not that hard to swap from one case to another. It also has some shoes here and other screw mount areas. You can attach handles, you can attach, your microphone here or a light or whatever else. So got some different adapters, which are nice. You can use filters. And I think the main thing here with a lot of these is you have different adapters for different phones. Let's see if I can figure out how that snaps in there. So you can snap this on and take it off with the case closed, it looks like. And this is your threaded adapters for your different lenses. And then you also have this basically just a filter adapter. So if you want to just put an ND filter or something like that, like you have for your DSLR, you can just go ahead, snap this on there, and then you can thread on your filters to this. And this is a 67mm filter adapter. I don't know if the filters for my DSLR are 67 or 77mm. Let me go ahead and see if I have one I can grab. Okay, so I don't have a 67mm ND filter, which I'll have to buy, but I do have a 67mm UV filter. You can see how that would work if you want to do like a polarizing lens or a ND filter or something like that on your phone to help with outdoor photography especially. But this is the more important adapter, and we'll see how that works with these lenses. So I'll go through the 18 and the 105mm lenses first. They come in these nice cases. So let's see, they have, this is the 18. You can see your lens on the front, and then you have a threaded part on the back with a little cover. Okay, so you have your threaded adapter, and then this particular thread will only fit on this bottom lens. And this is your main camera lens with an iPhone 15 Pro. So it's just the standard 1x lens, which is the higher quality lens in general. And so that fits on there, and that should line up directly with your camera lens and allow you to get a wider angle view. Okay, this is the macro lens. And that threads on there as well. You can see that makes for a much chunkier looking phone. Put those two aside for now, and I'll go ahead and get this probe lens opened up, and then I'll go through all of them at one time in terms of seeing how they perform. And this one comes in a nice case, as you can see here. So definitely a well-protected lens. And this is an expensive lens. It cost me a few $100s. So definitely want to take care of it. You do get a USB-C adapter, and this is because this lens has a light on it. So you can see here that you have a light right where around the lens. So if you are using this to get in somewhere close, you do have a light there that will help with your photography as well. And then you have either a zoom or a focus here. I'm not sure exactly how that works. And this will, of course, thread onto the same adapter here. So they do make an adapter so you don't have to use this phone cage, but I mean, this weighs a lot, so you're definitely going to want to have something super secure. They do give you this tripod mount, so you can slide that onto your lens, onto the main body, tighten that down, and then attach it to the phone. And of course, that does allow you to also rotate this in terms of how you have it secured to a tripod, which might be handy as well. All right, so I'll go ahead and get my phone out of my normal case. See if we can just slide that in there, snap it in, and you can see that the camera lenses are centered with the openings here in this cage. So anyway, so you can see it's pretty simple to put the phone in and attach your lens. Now let's go ahead and I'll do some comparisons with and without all these different lenses, looking at the 1x5 foot N scale layout. This way you can get a good comparison between the focal length difference and the field of view difference using these different lenses. So let's have some fun. Okay, so here I have the 18mm wide angle lens on my iPhone. And one thing to note, if you are going to use these lenses, it's a lot easier if you use a different camera app than the standard iPhone app, because that one will tend to switch around between lenses by itself. So in this case, I'm using the Moment camera app, and you can use the Blackmagic camera app, and there's other ones that allow you to select a lens and have it stay on that lens, which is really what you need to do if you're going to try to use one of these other bigger lenses. So one thing this allows you to do with this wide angle lens is to get your phone really, really close to what you're trying to get video or pictures of, and yet you still get a big wide field of view. So you can see what the field of view is like with the 18mm wide angle lens on the phone. And if I take it off, you can see certainly you have a much smaller field of view. If I hold it back up to the phone, you can see how much wider your overall field of view is. And so now I have the 105mm macro lens on the phone, and you can see this provides a nice way to get those close-up images. This is really going to be a lot better for individual small things. If you do pan around, you are going to see some distortion and things like that. So definitely better for smaller objects that are going to fit within the field of view, and not as good of a lens for something to pan around in. But you can see here the difference between having this macro lens on and having it off. So that big focal length change does make a big difference. Okay, so now here is the probe lens. This one is definitely a big piece of kit. You can see what it looks like here with the tripod mount added onto the lens and then the phone attached to the lens itself. The center of balance with this big lens is obviously well in front of the phone, so the phone's not the heaviest part of this whole system anymore. But you can see here how close I have the lens to the N-scale NW2 locomotive there, and you can see what that imagery looks like. So you can see you can get some really nice close-up video of something like this in N-scale using this lens. Now, using that light that's on the front of the lens, you are going to get some reflections, but if you turn it off, it's a little bit dark, so you do need good lighting with this lens. But once I get some more lighting added on here, you can see this works really nice and allows you to get that close-up imagery of something like this in N-scale, which is very small and very hard to get good video of, with a phone especially, and so it does make for a really useful lens. If I use it on this boxcar, you can see it's a nice way to get close-up video of the text on the boxcar and really try to actually make out those small details with a phone with an N-scale piece of rolling stock. And obviously, you can use this to get pictures and videos of areas that you couldn't normally do this with your phone or a big DSLR. I can lay it here right on the layout, and it kind of gives you that first-person view as if you were a person standing on the layout. Or like in this back corner of the layout, I can put the lens way back here and get pictures and video of an area that I've never been able to do that before. Or you could even stick it inside of a structure like this. And if I swing it over to my little N-scale Christmas layout here that's on a serving tray, it makes for a really nice way to get some videos, especially if you want to actually move the lens through the scene. But definitely a nice way to get close-up shots of things in N-scale. So anyway, all these new lenses from Neewer should really go a long way to helping improve the quality of the channel. I'll be able to do some much better video, which should also indirectly help out the audio at times. And so this really should be a lot of fun. This probe lens is going to be a whole lot of fun, especially if you're doing product reviews and things like that. Just being able to get some really good quality video, really close up of locomotives, rolling stock, all that kind of thing. So pretty excited about these lenses. I will have some links in the description below if you want to check those out. This was not sponsored by Neewer. I didn't get any products for free from them. Everything I bought myself using my Amazon gift cards and channel member funds that I had accumulated. And I just wanted to share this because I think it's going to be really helpful not only for my channel, but anyone else who does photography or video of model railroads or other miniatures or things like that, especially if you do primarily video with a phone. But anyway, look for some more interesting close-ups of things going forward here as I use these new lenses more. But anyway, that's all for now, and thanks for watching. Bye.